Sometimes superannuation can be confusing, especially when it comes to the tax part of superannuation system. Not only it has its own tax rules internally, but also can impact positively or negatively if you are not careful on your outside of super personal tax liability. No wonder that I constantly receive questions about impact of certain superannuation contributions on your personal income tax bill. At the end of the day, we all want to reduce our tax bill if possible, but you should really pay attention to it, especially when you are on low income. As in this situation, every dollar counts of your savings in your superannuation account, and every dollar of your tax bill saved also is very important at the end of the day in your pocket. So today I will explain a pretty unknown and a little bit confusing LISTO. I will explain what is LISTO, who is eligible for LISTO and who can benefit the most, how LISTO works. As usual, I will give you a couple of examples how LISTO works in real life. My name is Catherine Nisbrand from About Retirement. I'm certified financial planner and you are watching About Retirement TV, the place where you can find all the financial information that you need when you are preparing for upcoming retirement. So let's say you are 5 or 10 years before retirement, or if you already retired and you are trying to improve your income, assets, or any government benefits. So what is LISTO? LISTO, L-I-S-T-O, is the low income superannuation tax offset. It is a rebate that is paid to your superannuation fund. So not to you, for example, like your low income tax offset, but to your superannuation fund as a refund for the tax paid by the superannuation fund, so your 15% contribution tax. LISTO can be as high as $500 a year refund to your super fund, calculated as 15% of your eligible contribution. LISTO has been designed for low-income earners to ensure that by contributing to super, they are not worse off than if that amount was received as an income. So who can be eligible for LISTO? Whether you are eligible or not depends on your personal taxable income for the year. As the name suggests, this rebate is designed for low-income earners to reduce the impact of 15% contribution tax that has on the balance of money going into your fund. To be eligible, you need to meet all those conditions. You or your employer pay concessional contribution, so contributions made with pre-tax money, and that it also includes SG contributions. You earn less than $37,000 a year. You have not held a temporary resident visa during this year. That excludes New Zealand citizens in Australia who are eligible for LISTO. And 10% of your income comes from business or employment. If you are unsure what concessional contributions are, please see concessional contributions to super, what is SG, and concessional contributions to super, salary sacrifice. I will link those two videos at the end of this video to make it easy for you to jump to the next topic. How does LISTO work? Once you complete your annual tax return and your super fund had provided all the information about your annual contributions to the tax office, the ATO will marry the two sources of information, and if you fit into the requirements, ATO will automatically pay the refund back to your superannuation fund. The whole system is automated. You don't need to apply for LISTO. If you are eligible and if you provided your superannuation fund with your tax file number, the refund will be done automatically, just as is the case with the superannuation core contribution. And one more thing, unlike the core contribution, there is no age limit on eligibility for LISTO. Therefore, as a general rule, if your income is $37,000 or less, as you can see per table, if you contribute $5,000, contribution tax paid at 15% is $750, and LISTO return back to your fund will amount to $500. If pre-tax contributions that go to super amount to $4,000, the contribution tax is $600. LISTO returned will be $500. If the contribution is $3,000 pre-tax, then contribution tax paid is $450. Therefore, LISTO will be equal to your contribution tax paid, meaning $450. If your contribution is $2,000, contribution tax is $300, therefore LISTO will equal to $300. If your contribution is $1,000, contribution tax paid at 15% is $150, and your LISTO will also equal to $150. Let's have a look at some examples how you could benefit. Well, Mary is working part-time as a shop assistant, and her taxable gross income for the year is $36,000. Employer is contributing SG of $5,400 that is subject to 15% contribution tax of $810. Mary is not contributing any extra money to her super. So now, in order to find out if Mary is eligible for LISTO, the ATO will follow the following questions, and you have to get 4 yeses. Does Mary's super fund hold her tax file number? Yes. Have there been any concessional contributions made in the financial year? Yes, $5,400 of SG contributions. Is the income $37,000 or less? Yes, her income was $36,000 for a year. Has Mary received at least 10% of her income from employment or from business? Yes. Has Mary not held a temporary visa during the year? The answer is yes. So we can now calculate the contribution tax paid was $810, therefore Mary is eligible for full refund of $500. Tom is 66, self-employed, only working few extra hours a week to save his superannuation withdrawals and earn extra pocket money. His annual earned income is $32,000, but he decided to pay extra to his super $3,200 as concessional contributions. Does Tom's super fund hold his tax file number? Yes. Have there been any concessional contributions made? Yes, $3,200. Is the income $37,000 or less? Yes, the income is $32,000 per annum. Has Tom received at least 10% of his income from employment or business or combination? The answer is yes. Has Tom not held a temporary visa during the year? Yes. Therefore, his contribution tax paid is $480, and the refund payable back to the super fund is equal to that contribution tax of $480. So as you can see, the refund will equal to the tax paid if it is below $500 or the maximum of $500 if your concessional tax is greater than $500. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. This will ensure that you will not only not miss my next video, but also you will inform YouTube that the information I provide through on this channel is worth listening and of high value. This way you can help other people to find this important information and learn as well. If you would like to gather more information about how to be retirement ready, visit my website aboutretirement.com.au, where there are hundreds of videos and articles to learn from. And while you are there on my website, do not forget to sign up to my newsletter so you can keep up with all the changes that can impact your retirement. You can also make a booking with me for a private 60-minute consultation if you would like to have your situation reviewed. So just click book a meeting button and you can choose the day and time that suits you. And now let's watch those 2 extra mentioned videos to continue learning about super, concessional contributions to super, what is SG, and concessional contribution to super, salary sacrifice. Understanding those 2 types of contribution is essential for your superannuation and your retirement planning. I will talk to you in my next video. Bye for now.